guys, RJ with CNC Metalworks. We're here again this week, but this time we're back on a RatRod. We need to get inside of it. It'll be a lot easier to work on if we can just get inside of it. And I started thinking we just cut the doors off and do what we got to do on the inside, and then it dawned on me. I got a bunch of old salvage parts. Might as well do something fun and cool and custom. We're going to do some suicide doors. Y'all hang on. That's our slot box. Side and side. Lots and lots of adjustment. Built really well. You got stops at both ends. Nothing can fall out. Slide plate falls around. Y'all remember earlier when we had the bigger holes, the way the 5, 6, and 7 Chevy Hinge works, it gives you all that movement. I like to set these up somewhere in the middle, tighten everything down, and when we get into our frame brace, we throw all these in. But these don't take very long to do, and you can use it with stuff just laying around. And it really works really well. Save yourself some money and some time. It's just a simple effect. The reason I use the 3-inch for not only the space to work around this, but what's really cool is you get all this depth. Our doors, when this is set in to do its hinge thing, we'll have all this excess out, and it gives us a weld point all the way to our door skin, and there'll be an inner brace tying the two together and a back brace that ties the position on the mounts right at the door jamb where these are seat in. We'll weld everything up all in one piece. We'll show you all how this is all done, and I just gotta make 3 more and get these put in, but y'all get a pretty good idea of how that works. Pretty neat, pretty simple, but it'll outlast me, it'll outlast the grandkids. Really hope Levi has grandkids. That'd be cool, a little custom dude. All right, let's get them made and get them put in. Got the gap filled in, 9 inches. Went ahead and built the rain gutter. We used a piece of steel rod to give us that same shape. I just kind of like the old rain gutter. Kind of gives it that, you know, old school look. Instead of shaving it all off and everything. A little bit of extra effort. Plus we got to make a nice tie-in piece that unifies this inner frame piece that was made in here. Anyway, we got both sides done. So now, with that said, we can take off these doors and start to swing with the hinges. Simplest thing to do to remember on this hinge setup, once you get your boxes in, we kind of found middle, tightened everything up. That way we've got plenty of room for our adjustment in the future on the door itself. This extra from making these boxes will all be trimmed off once it's welded into the doors. The next thing we want to establish is a frame or something that we're going to use to support this. Once I figure out the most amount of space I can get to support the door, but at the same time, on the early stuff, they tend to sweep in and on the sides, so your doors would fall a little bit. So you kind of want to find the fudge that you need that gives your door plenty of support. I always like to start with the top hinge up toward the belt line. It's most of the support. The bottom, it does what it needs to do. As you gain and sweep into that bottom, you tend to have a door that'll fall open, whereas opening straight. So try and find that happy medium, get plenty of support and what you need. Then we're going to use this. In this case, you can do a full bolt-in, set it all up as a bolt-in, but being a RatRod, we can have a little fun with a quick weld up. So we're going to have our piece of frame stock, but it also jigs up. The most common messed up thing guys do, our hinge pins are both touching level workbench. They're also related to each other. Imagine a solid pin going through. These two relate to each other. You can run a straight edge on this to prove this yourself, but when you sit here and establish this, and then we know we want about 16 inches overall in our box, we already know we're square. So we're in relation to the opening of the hinge, we're also jigged and solid. And literally, once this is picked up and installed into the corners on both sides, then we can apply our doors. Hinges roughed in. Got them working. And we got our braces in. This will be future floor work. Back brace tied. That's why we had that little extra we left earlier when we made this on the bench. Triangulate, even though this will probably end up being temporary, and we'll have all this metal work done in here. We'll close these boxes off, tie this in. This will be kind of like a Samson post in the front of a car on hinges, so it's just everything's in reverse. We'll do a little metal work around here, closing everything in. But right now, everything's rock solid, and we're ready for the fun part. The fun part is getting the doors on and making them swing. So here we go. Triangulated. Little weld. These are the old skin covers that were on the boxes that we made earlier. And y'all remember we started with these slot boxes. And once we cut the doors loose, a slide adjustment for a little bit of weight, and it's right where it needs to be. We still got some metal work to do, but y'all can see the start of it. And what's really cool is mostly I need to get access in here, so what better time than make a little change on RatRod and go ahead and keep the doors on it instead of setting them to the side. And this way we got suicide doors. We managed to fill our piece, so we got a solid roof on the way around the edge. Everything's gonna be okay. Simple, simple. And the best part is, for an old dinosaur dude like me, I can get in this thing a little easier. Okay, that's it on this video. I really appreciate y'all tuning in and watching, checking all the projects out we got going. We hope we made it real simple for y'all, that you can use salvage parts, leftover materials laying around, you know, whatever you got. Most of the support that came out of this ended up being the support in the doors and the back jamb. So give yourself room for adjustment and you know, make it easy on yourself. But this used stuff, it's out there, and it's not hard to keep up with. We really appreciate you guys watching, and hope you like and subscribe and share and help us make this thing grow a little bit. It's really interesting to watch it grow, but what I'm more interested in is the feedback, the comments. We've got an idea for the back end we're going to use, and when we do it, we're going to share that comment that actually started the idea for it. And we've heard many other ideas on how this project goes, and so we're listening, and we hope we answer all of them, and we hope y'all keep watching. Thanks again. We appreciate it.